Life has been changing for me a lot. And if you are a mom, you understand how routines change, especially because you have children and your children change as they get older. Like a newborn sleeps a lot more than a 6 month old, and a 6 month old has naps, unlike a 4 or 5 year old. You're able to dress the babies yourself versus them having their own opinion on what they want to dress. And so I say all these things just to say that as they get older, things change. They're in sports, they're doing dance class or acting class or improv, all these different things. They're doing different things that they were not doing before. And your schedule has to be flexible. You have to be able to have a little bit of wiggle room while also pouring into your cup, making sure that you are getting from your saucer and not from your cup so that you have overflow, consistent overflow for those that you love. So let's get into how to create the most delicious life for you. Now, as you may know, I am a stay-at-home mom. I have just retired from photography, and I am so excited and so happy because I'm able to pour more of my time and energy into our home, literally into our home. When we got married, we moved from Louisville to Ohio, and I think I was like 32, 33 weeks pregnant. I was very pregnant. I do not recommend. If you are not pregnant, but you plan on moving soon, don't get pregnant and then move. Don't do it. But what I will say is, when I had my son, I then created my business and it opened when he was 11 months. So I had two babies because if you are an entrepreneur, you know it takes a lot of time, energy, dedication to pour into that business. So I'm really excited to be able to have extra time for me to do the things that I find to be absolutely amazing and delicious. What I have found to be enjoyable, honestly, and it may be because my children are older than 4. I found that when children become 4, for me, they are a little bit more independent and able to do for themselves, and they don't need mommy so much. And so now that they are 4, I have started doing this morning routine, right? We're still in the winter arc. We're still getting our bodies together. But I've created this morning routine because I started the Golden Vein. I believe that's the name, by Julia Cameron. I did the Artist Way with her maybe 2 years ago, and it was phenomenal. So now I'm doing the Golden Vein, and the morning pages are still a deep part of that course. And for me to be able to write first thing in the morning, I need to get up early. Secondly, I like group classes. And this past birthday, I have found myself really, really, really enjoying group classes because it's not only motivating, it is having that external push because other people are there and they're like doing the advanced version. So you want to try the advanced versions and to do all these things. So I've been having a really good time. I've been having a really good time. And I have been loving my morning routine. What it looks like is I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I get up, I go brush my teeth. I put in my contacts because I don't like wearing glasses when I go to work out. And then I go downstairs, I write my journal, I write my morning pages. I read 2 books, and they're both kind of like one a day. Kind of looks like you read one excerpt a day and you go about it. And those have been fueling my soul. I have been having so much fun. After that, I'm already dressed and everything. I'll have some electrolyte water that I make myself, and I make sure that it's warm because it is cold outside. The snow, it snowed last night, and it actually stayed. The snow stayed. And so I've been drinking warm electrolyte water that I make at home, and that has been fueling me for my workouts. Now, I still do alternate day fasting according to my cycle syncing, and I found that I just enjoy working out. More specifically, I have more energy if I had the feed or feast day before, and then the fasting day that morning, I work out and then fast for the rest of the day. After that, I have my day. Like I come home, I make breakfast, take a shower, and get ready for the day. And it has been phenomenal. Now, I have been working on my nighttime routine because my nighttime sets me up for a beautiful morning, right? So I actually like to make meals in bulk. I have been meal planning, I guess you could say, and I make the meat in bulk. I make plenty of meat and then we might freeze some, but we go through that so that we don't have just chicken every single day for a week. Like we want different things. And so with that, I actually just warm up dinner at 7:30 at 7, and then at 7:30 we eat and all those kind of things. Ooh. I warm up dinner at 6 o'clock, and then we eat it at 6:30. And then after that time, I clean and clear the kitchen, and it's kind of like a reset, closing down the kitchen. It is closed. And then we do bath time and things like that. I read to my children at 8 after they put on their pajamas, brush their teeth and things. And then they go down for bed. And then it's time for me to get ready and start to unwind for bed if I haven't done it before. And one thing that I do absolutely, it's something about it. I love putting food on the stove in the kitchen and then going upstairs to take a really quick shower or like just to reset myself, change my clothes into comfy clothes, whatever it may be, depending on the day. It is the best feeling ever to be able to do that while I'm cooking something. I don't have to sit there and wait. And those are the two routines that I have just fallen in love with. I just absolutely love it. And it gives me that space and freedom to be able to do as I please throughout the day. Now, we were talking about working out earlier, right? And then I like to go work out early in the morning, like 6 o'clock ish. And those days, I actually have to walk in the middle of the day. So, probably before or after lunch, that is when I get in my 8,000 to 10,000 steps. And this has just made life a lot more fun for me. A few tips that you can do is figure out what makes you happy, what makes you super excited to get up in the morning. For me, I love to journal. The morning pages, chef's kiss. I absolutely love it because it helps me clean out whatever kind of things I might be thinking, and it allows me to get rid of the brain fog and the brain clutter that may be happening from me thinking about my dreams, thinking about what I need to do today, thinking about how I can make today better because yesterday may have not been my best. All of those things, I'm able to write it down. I even write like a list of things that I plan to do for the day simply because it helps me organize what I plan to do, right? So, what is something that you absolutely love to do? Do it in the morning. Make yourself happy and make yourself proud of yourself for what you're doing. And if you have no idea of what it is that would make you happy, look at your goals. Look at your goals. If taking a step towards your goals does not make you happy, you might want to change your goals. You might want to do that. For me, my goals is literally to work out and to feel really good in my body and to eat foods that make me happy and agree with my body. So far, so good. Another thing you're going to want to think of is what kind of physical goals do you have? Because as a woman, we know that our beauty is key. It opens doors for us that a lot of us may have not realized, especially before stepping into our feminine bodies, our feminine power. Your beauty is key. So, what physical goals do you have? Do you want to work on your skincare? Do you want to work on your body and getting fit? Do you want to work on hair? Do you want to work on nails and learning, how to do your nails or where you want to go to get your nails done? What do you want to do? And you can start to incorporate that into your evening routine. I love a good like hair mask. I love that. Like it feeds me. It feeds my soul. You know what I mean? To be able to fully pour into yourself and do the things that make you happy when you wake up and when you go to sleep. That is literally the answer when it comes to how do you pour into yourself so much? And that is a question that a lot of my friends have asked me, especially when I had children. But now I do it even more because I am able to detach away from them as they are able to detach away from me, so that I can pour deeply and lavishly into myself without the mommy guilt, without the, oh no, what are they going to do without me? All that kind of stuff. I'm able to pour into myself deeply and lavishly. So find what makes you happy, or look at your goals and what kind of systems and routines would you need to be able to become the woman that you want to be and that you desire to be. It doesn't really matter what anybody else thinks or what they say. What matters is how you feel about it. I hope this really helps you be able to figure out what you can do to be able to create a routine that really works beautifully and deliciously for you.